Hello, hello everybody. Look at my desk today. I'm having fun with beads and I'm working on some stick pins. So I wanted to show you what I did with this little teapot that I picked up at a yard sale. I just put a little puff of cotton and I covered it in silk from a vintage wedding dress, and then I added these little bows and stuff, and I just use it to stick some of my pins in. Now these particular stick pins I made out of corsage pins, so they already are sharp on one end and they have the pearl at the top, but these are kind of old. You can see they're kind of tarnishing a little bit. So I thought I'd make some more. So I've got these I'm putting together. And what I do is I just line up the beads the way that I want them onto, right here I'm using an eye pin. Now if you want them longer, you can use some wire and make it yourselves, which I do sometimes. So I just lined up my pins the way I want them, my beads, and then I pull the last bead back and I'm putting just a little dot of E6000 on the pin. Let's see if you can see that. And then I slide this bead into it and I just kind of roll it in there to make sure, and then I do it like this to get off any excess glue. So we're going to let that dry. So this is just the little tiny tubes of E6000. I like it in the tiny tubes because the large tubes always dry up before I'm ready, before I'm done with it. All right, so now what I want to do, which I didn't do on these, I want to add some dangles to these. So I was camping recently right on the Tombigbee River in Alabama, watching the tugboats go by, and our campsite was set up where we could just sit there and look straight at the tugboats and the parades of yachts that went by. And so I set up my little crafting table, and I made all these little dangles sitting out there watching the boats go by, sitting on the dock of the bay. So anyway, I made these little things just to be able to use them in journals and all. So I figured that I could probably go through this little stash of things and find something that would look good on each one of these. So I think I'll put that little dangle with this one. So I just decided I would turn the camera on and show you what I'm doing. And I may have to make some more if I can't find what I want. This one I used a purple bead, so I can definitely put a purple dangle with him. This one is also purple. So, and look, that matches the bead. Or do I want to swap that around? Actually, I think I will. I think I'll go that way. All right, so I'm going to take a jump ring. Okay, so here's a few little jump rings here. And let's see. There's one of my here's the one I was looking for. Okay, so I'm going to take a little jump ring and I'm going to open it up if I can see it. Oh, that's tiny. All right, we're going to open this up and I'm going to take a dangle and I'm going to attach it. Let's go to this one right here, right there to the top of that. And you can see this one's not dry yet. That E6000 takes a little while. I really should let them dry for an hour or so before I start fiddling with it. But it'll be okay. All right, so then that one's finished. We're ready to go. All right, so I'm going to finish up the rest of these and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I put the rest of that away, but I'm going to show you what we've got. Now for this one, I've got these little chain tassels, little chain tassels. I thought that was so cute. So that one I just put a little tassel on. These have the purple on them. This is the gold with a little thing dangling, and the blue turquoisey greenish, I don't know what you call it. And this one just has a head pin on it. So this one doesn't have a dangle. But now we can just stick them in here. And these are not as sharp as, see, that one ain't gonna go. They're not as sharp as corsage pins. Okay, well maybe they're not gonna go in there. You can take your nipper tool cutters, wire cutters, and cut the very tip off at an angle to make it sharp. Let's see if that worked. Yep, there you go. So that's another thing you can do. All right, but now, say you want a place to keep these. I've made these little booklets, all right? And I am going to upload an additional video, but I'm going to show you how that I've made these little booklets, and they hold the stick pins. And then I'm going to show you another way to make the little booklets, and it's going to be a matchbook. So we're going to do 2 little booklets to hold our stick pins. Okay, so stay tuned. Those videos will be coming next. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.